Hello, amazing badass business owners, and welcome to Unscripted as Fuck. I am Coach Ann Evanston, almost 26 years coming up on an anniversary of being self-employed, international speaker, author, and coach. And I am excited to bring you other women doing amazing things in their business in 10 minutes or less. And you know why we do that? Because we don't have time for 45-minute podcasts to watch every day. We need to get to business and make some money. Let me introduce you to my guest today. Rosina Robinson is a neurodivergent affirming coach and a licensed clinical worker with over 18 years of experience. So she's been around like me and zero interest in doing things like everyone else. With lived experience of ADHD and autism, she works with late diagnosed neurodivergent women, or those wondering if they might be, who are tired of masking, second guessing themselves, and squeezing into systems that don't fit. She's a big cheerleader, straightforward, and often unfiltered herself. Well, you come to the right place, Rosina. Rosina blends insight, humor, and honesty to help her with clients trust themselves and build the life they want. Hi, Rosina. How are you? Welcome.
I'm good, Anne. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. How about you? How are you?
Oh, I'm fabulous. And I'm going to jump right into these crazy
That's good.
questions today so that we can really make some great things happen for the audience watching. First of all, I love to cover sales because in my belief system, are we really business owners if
Right,
we just put up a lot of shit and don't make money?
right,
Call me
right.
crazy. Okay. So interesting to me, and I always think about the things you guys tell me. You said you can talk to anyone about anything.
Yes.
So, what is it in that character, or what is an important trait in the character to be able to go on social and be able to talk to people so that you can sell?
Why is that important, or what is important about that? It's funny how that's a hard question, but I want to say that it's because it's authentically me, and I think people pick up on that. That you are not trying to change who you are to be who they need you to be, to hear, to be heard. That I just come to you naturally curious. I want to know about you. I want to see what's going on in your life. There's no cookie cutters to the universe.
Okay, so I love that. And let's
Yes,
get real. It's
yes,
called social media.
true.
So if somebody's listening to this and they're like, I don't know what, talking to people. Well, what is a tip you would give them? Because if you don't talk to anybody, social media is not going to sell for you. And it's the number one place to grow your business now. So, what is a tip you would give somebody like that?
Figure out what works for you because you don't have to do it like everybody else. If you need to
Okay.
record or do a Canva or some way to communicate, you don't have to do it like everybody else.
Okay. So, if I'm replying to comments, you're saying, voice record myself and see what I would say naturally and learn it, or
Yes,
use a picture that has some words on it.
yes,
Not a, I'm going
yes.
to challenge it because a GIF does not sell, ladies. Calling your
Right,
asses out.
right.
GIF
No,
and
you have to
comments this.
engage. You have
Yeah.
to engage.
Yeah. So I love you said that. You have to engage because I'm a rebel. My brand is warrior. Okay. Yet I have to engage. It's called social media.
Yes,
Yet figure out the ways that you feel good about
yes.
engaging and realize that you can comment and reply to people and have authentic conversations. Yeah, that part. Okay. So let's go to SaaS here for a minute. What is the sassiest thing that you've done in your business to help it grow?
I would say I found my voice and I use a lot of sarcasm. I'm very sarcastic. I use a lot of analogies for people to help them see things. If you're 5 foot tall and why would you put everything in your house on the six foot shelf? Because everybody else did it that way.
Yeah,
That's stupid,
yeah,
right? Make it fit you. So that's
yeah,
that's I like sarcasm.
yeah. And I love that you're not afraid of your sarcasm. I think some
Yeah.
people think, oh, I can't be sarcastic. It'll be read wrong. It'll be
Oh no,
mean, right? Oh, no, right?
no,
Yeah.
no.
And let me just say, ladies, thank God for my 6 foot 400
Right?
4 foot 4 husband because that shelf is the only one he can reach.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I agree with all of that. Why are you putting it where everybody says you should put it? And think about, and the other part I love about what you said is think about your personality.
Yes,
Yeah, we're a business, but we're human first.
yes.
And your personality is a great way to be sassy and show up. I love that. All right. So self-love, one of my favorite conversations with people is I, how would you say that you learned that about being neurodivergent, and how in that world did you create success for yourself? And I've heard you say do it your way, yet people want way more specifics than that.
Yes,
That
yes.
doesn't work as an answer, Rosina. So I'm
I'm
gonna
with
I'm
you.
gonna challenge you. And I'm especially gonna challenge you a little bit with the world that is systems and processes, right? Have a calendar, have a schedule, plan your time, post certain ways, have an ebook, have leads, right? What would you say to a neurodivergent person in this systematic world we live in?
What has worked for me, where I have to no cookie cutters, is I do an energy menu. And basically is like, here's my to-do, instead of calling it a to-do list, because I don't like to be told what to do even by myself.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a menu. I get to choose where,
Yeah.
and then I give myself that grace on getting rid of that perfectionism by saying,
Yes.
okay, what do I have energy for today? That I can
Hmm.
still show up for myself,
Yeah.
but I could take care of myself and my needs right now as well. And that has been a
Yeah.
huge shift because we're taught to push forward, do it all just because you're wearing all the hats. And that's so
Yeah.
exhausting and we get so burned out. But you could do much more if you take a break, if you rest, or if you do it at your pace.
Yeah. I love this on many levels. We could talk for hours on this one
Yes.
because I'm all about energy. I even put a thing in my Facebook group recently about there's a difference between need a break and take a break,
Yes. Yes.
right? And
Correct.
really important. And what I'm hearing for you is even with neurodivergence, extremely important. I
Yes.
love that you talk about an energy list. What do I have the energy for instead of the never ending list from hell? God, I hate those things, right?
Yes.
And I have shifted to a word in the last 5 years from a coach that I worked with. I don't work, I play. So where
I
am
love
I
that.
going to play today? Right?
Yes.
Where am I going to play today? Um, the other thing I would say too, that systems that are flexible, yet there's a process for you that is proven to work. Yet it's not like on Monday you do this, and on Tuesday you
Yes.
do this, and on Wednesday, right? There's
Yes.
that playfulness still in the system too, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you have that structure, but it's loose enough that you can work around with it. Have, like you said, have fun, especially as neurospicy, as we like to call it. We need
Yeah.
that dopamine hit. So we need to make
Yeah.
it fun, or we're like,
God. Yeah. That's what
yes.
that's why. See, I tell you, y'all came into my life for some reason because that's why I start new things because I get bored as fuck and
Yes.
have to move
Amen.
on.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Okay. So, a couple word associations for you so we can get to know you in a fun way. Extra spicy or nice and sweet.
Nice and sweet.
Okay. Love that. Pop music or 80s rock?
Why do we have to say or?
I think I had one person I interviewed. She's like, both.
Yeah, why do I have to pick? Sometimes I don't like the word or, like chocolate or vanilla. No.
There you go.
Take the
You
or
you
out.
proved that you don't always follow the rules, which
Yeah.
I love as
Yeah.
well. Okay. And then the big last question, if you had my Japanese katana in your hand right now, you'd cut through what?
I would cut through social norms or those expectations that everybody has to do it this way.
Mm,
Because no, we just judge ourselves, become critical. It just doesn't lead. So I just get rid of that. Make it go.
amen. Any kind of judgment or self or others is
Yes.
not self-love, right? And we
Yes,
have to let go of that judgment. I love
exactly.
that. Thank you, Rosina, so much for your fun and your humor and your letting me push you on answers.
Thank
I
you.
enjoy that.
It was fun.
And I have given them a whole bunch of information about you below on the recording
Great.
here so they can see it in the show. Is there a way that they can connect with you or something important you want to let them know about you right now?
The best way to catch me is on Facebook. That's probably where I spend most of my time and where you see any kind of upcoming events or anything that I'm doing.
I love that. So check her out. Her name is spelled correctly right here in this recording. It's spelled correctly in the notes below it. So make sure that you just come and see Rosina online. And this, everyone, is Unscripted as Fuck. Thank you to our audience for showing up again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a show. Leave a comment for Rosina. Heck, we talked
Please.
about commenting today. Do it in your own crazy way. Leave
Yes,
her a fun comment so that she can reply. That would be loved and appreciated.
yes,
And I am Ann Evanston, and I would love for you to join my Badassery Business Group because we kind of break the rules in there too within the rules.
love
So
it.
come and join us and have a great day, everyone. Bye now.